Doo-doo-doo. All right, the war between fandoms. The Last of Us, like I said, season one came to an end last Sunday. Tomorrow will be the first Sunday in 2 months with no Last of Us. A great series for someone who never played the game, didn't know anything about the story. I enjoyed this from beginning to end. Can't wait to see where season two is going to bring. I've been saying that I was really happy. No episode ended on a cliffhanger. Otis said, "Be ready." Season one ends basically on a cliffhanger. A very controversial episode. I've heard this was also a very controversial ending for the game. Did Joe make the correct decision? Let's go into it. So it starts with Ellie's mom giving birth in the middle of this zombie apocalypse, and we see why she's immune, why Ellie's immune. Her mom gets beat as soon as she's giving birth. She's able to cut the umbilical cord. Maybe some of it went through that gave her immunity, but not enough to turn her into one of these clickers. So we see where the immunity comes from. We also learned, and this was great, because all through the season, she's very protective of that knife and of her clothes and her jacket. When she goes to North Dakota and they take her clothes away, where's my clothes? I want my jacket, not this purple thing. And here we learn this knife was her mom and the jacket was her mom's. The only thing she has to remember her birth month by. So I'm glad that we got that very emotional right there. The beginning with Ellie and Joel, they seem almost out of character for what we've known throughout the season. Joel was very upbeat and happy. Again, he feels like he got his family back, like he got his daughter back after saving Ellie. So he's making these jokes, making all these comments. And Ellie is just basically numb. She hasn't recovered from this traumatic experience that she went through a couple of days before, a week before, because they're already on Salt Lake City. But yeah, they're by Salt Lake City at this point. So some time has gone by. So for Joel, it's all this happy, ha ha ha, and Ellie's numb. She still doesn't know what's going on. She went to all these places she was supposed to be able to help or find someone that could help with a cure. Nothing has kind of gone her way. So she's still numb, especially after what happened in the previous episode, that they don't even recognize when the fireflies are there. They throw this gas bomb or this smoke flash bomb and then a flash grenade, and then they're cut. And then the episode gets very different very quick when Joel is in this bed. Marlene is there. We haven't seen since episode 2, I think, or episode 2, yeah. Episode 1, actually, we haven't seen her since then. We also learned that she was friends with Ellie's mom, and that's why she had her at the beginning. And when Joel is told, yeah, this is why we're not just taking her blood, we're gonna do a brain surgery, because that's where everything works. And in order to find a cure, we have to take all this stuff away from her brain, where the cordyceps are kind of hanging out. And when Joel kind of understands what's going on, he's like, no, I gotta turn back to this John Wick, basically. And he just goes berserker mode, which I love. Death mode. Joel is the best. And he just takes out the whole hospital, including the doctor. And then picks up Ellie, goes out. He didn't kill the nurses, so at least give him that. And he's confronted by Marlene, trying to explain it's either you keep her and you get to live her life with her, and you condemn the whole planet, or she dies and we save the planet, right? And he has that decision. But at this point, he's a parent that just got his daughter back. He's not just gonna let her die again. So he makes the choice that he couldn't do at the beginning of the season. Same visuals, holding on to her daughter, carrying her with someone confronting them, and he's able to do the Han Solo and do the first shot. But again, Ellie never got a chance. She didn't get a choice, I should say. Didn't get a choice from Joel to see if she wanted to be the one to make that decision to either be safe and find another way to cure everyone, or sacrifice herself in hopes that they're able to find a cure. Because that's the thing. This is one doctor in this post-apocalyptic world saying that this is going to work. We don't know if that was going to work. Maybe Joel just wanted a second opinion, right? He's taking her to someone else to get a second opinion. That's what we're told to do. And of course, Marlene didn't give her a choice because she didn't tell her what was going to happen. No, we just didn't tell her just so she was calm. Maybe that's when Ellie kind of says, no, I don't want to go through this. So she never gets a choice to decide her fate, her future. The reason for her to be there, she never gets that. And by the end, when she asks Joel, hey, swear to me that what you just told me was the truth, that they couldn't help out, there were or that there are other people out there immune, so they'll use someone else. Just swear to me. He said, yeah, that's right. She knows he's lying. And then the episode ends there. So it's a weird way. It felt a weird way to end the season. So we'll see where it goes for season 2. Haven't played the game. I'm not gonna get any spoilers out there. But was Joel right in terms of taking that decision away from Ellie? And I know there's a lot of different debates out there, a lot of different reasoning. To me, I'm not seeing it as a viewer watching the episode and making my decision. I'm watching it as if I'm Joel at that point, and I have one of my kids, my only kid, with me. And it's either given to this doctor that you've never met in the hopes that killing her is going to save everyone. How are they going to distribute the vaccine, all that stuff, all that logistic behind it? You have no idea. Or screw that, I'm going to save her, take her with me, and live together happily ever after with my kid. And maybe in the years to come, we find another way. I would 100% do what Joel did. Maybe not kill everyone, but I would take her. I wouldn't just sacrifice her in terms of hoping for the best. As a parent, I'm sorry. It's the train debate, right? Either turn the crank and don't roll over these 3 people on that track. But if you go this way, then you crash the train and everyone dies. So where do you decide? When one of those is your family member, especially if you just lost some of them and you have the chance to save the other, you're going to take it. So I 100% understand Joel's decision to save Ellie, and I don't care what anyone else says if they're wrong. But Mo is saying, I love all the debate around this episode. I don't blame Joel for protecting Ellie, but when she asked him for the truth, I think she should have told her everything. And I thought he was, because that's the Joel from the beginning of the season that would have said the truth at that point. And that's why I said that they felt out of character by the end. But again, for him, he just got his daughter back, or he has someone now that he wants to protect. So he lied. I was 99% sure he was going to tell the truth. So very surprised that it didn't. But I guess that's what makes this game, this season, this series so great and so important to have these conversations, because it went completely the opposite way that we thought. And then it pushes to what season 2 might likely be. How much is Ellie going to trust Joel now going forward? All right, so that brings an end to our episode. Look at that, 1 hour on the dot. Perfect. All right, so as we start saying goodbye, I want to start by thanking everyone that was here. Mo, Michael, Dale, Brennan, thanks for joining us today. It's always great when you guys are here. Even though I'm by myself, we have this back and forth going, which is what makes Red Dead Rebellion a great show and something different from everyone else out there that does great Star Wars show. I think the interaction with the chat is something that I always enjoy and love when we get to do it. So thanks to you guys for being here again every week. Our friend, our co-host, Oti, will be back next week. We'll be talking about Book of Boba Fett. No, we're not Book of Boba Fett, The Bad Batch, The Mandalorian. We're getting closer to Star Wars Celebration. Thanks, Mo, for being here. Prima, take care. See you next week to everyone. We'll see what news items come between now and Celebration. Young Jedi Adventure from the High Republic got pushed to April 26th, I think. So right the week after The Mandalorian ends and before Star Wars Celebration, before Visions Season 2, I should say. we're getting that. So thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next week. And as always, stay safe, be safe, and may the force be with you.